welcome back for another video. It's Eharbad, and obviously it's Raid Shadow Legends. I've been away. I was away for work for the last week. I've been able to kind of do most of the sort of daily stuff. I've just been, using my energy in whatever tournament's been open. So I did a bit of the spider, just enough to get the points, and I think I did the same. Whatever it was it? It wasn't dragon. It was Fire Knight. Fire Knight. That was what it was. I'm definitely gonna do this Sand Devil turn attack. Probably during CVC. I'll probably wait for that. That's going to be a really good use of my energy during CVC. Also, give me good CVC points, and it's probably gonna. I think it is probably confirmed as a PR CVC. I'm sure it is. Like I've really not kept up on the news that closely. I've had no time. The big one obviously is this champion training. You can see I'm not really doing it. I will probably put a few more points in the next 19 hours. Maybe I'll get these 50 points here on the Titan side. I'm not really pushing the Titan event at all, but I think just by incidentally picking up here and there, I'll probably end up with like a 3-star soul, and so I might as well, if I have low-hanging fruit, like for me to get from 2400 to 3800 is not going to take much work. Normally I would go for this legendary book, but because I was traveling, I didn't really have the time. Obviously it would be nice to have Archer. Everyone knows Archer's the best champion of these limited edition Monster Hunter champions to come out. I'm not a massive fan of limited edition champions. I made that pretty clear during Xena. I think it's not a great direction for the game, and I can't really imagine it's driving that many new players to the game, and I can't imagine it's actually having, once you factor in the cost of acquisition for Plarium to actually get the collaboration, I can't really imagine it's making them, more money than they would have just by releasing a non-Monster Hunter set of champions with similar acquisition methods. I don't know. I don't think it is, but obviously we'll never see the real analytics. As you can see in my group, this guy's obviously probably going to get it. But it's one of those things. You can put crazy points in the last 19 hours. So even with a, nearly 30,000 point lead, you can never be 100% comfortable because people can just spend. I mean, look at this. When you look at the overall, like, it's crazy. It's crazy the points people are putting in champion training, which we've had so many champion trainings recently. It's too much. It's not a fun game mode to be grinding like a lunatic in. Yeah, I don't want to do that myself. I did it for what was the one thing recently where I relented, and there was a big champion training to do. It was for the 5-star soul, or for the most recent fusion legendary. You can see if we go to the awakening, I do have the 5-star soul for Ancora. I'm particularly, happy that I got it. Now that we have this guaranteed champion, the White King Narcisse. Really strong champion on paper. I would like to see how he plays in practice. I think having any kind of block revive is really important in for me, tag team and live arena. I don't really play classic arena to any competitive level, so it's kind of irrelevant there. And you have the conditional double hit, which is massive. It's basically what makes HP champions do good damage, other than the busted Ukrainian duo. And this champion seems to be best placed at countering that duo. So at least for me and tag team, having this duo will give me some more options. I don't really have a great HP nuker on the account. Now the question beyond that is, do I even want to touch the progressive chance champions? I have a Kutraxa, I have a Supreme Elhain, I have a Gembo. I don't have whatever Ethelyn or whatever, I can't remember what the name is. I don't have this one, but I can't pick the epic without picking the legendary. And truth be told, I don't want a 15x increased chance of getting one of these two legendaries. If I do pull a legendary in the 110 shards on the way to White King, I would rather it eventually be one of those S tier champions, of which the progressive ones are not. So I'm going to roll the dice, ignore the progressive, and just go for it. So that's pretty much what this video is about. I'm disappointed with the way they've done the Archer thing, but I think everyone's probably already covered that. And anyone who's watched any of my videos or followed me for a period of time probably can anticipate that I was going to say that. And this is the problem of summoning voids outside of 2x voids. It's a nice 10 rares straight off the bat there. We do have an epic because I had a clan quest to get an epic. So let's just click it. Andrisia is a dupe. So 1 epic from 20 shards. It's looking good. Looking good. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch it. So let's just click it. Oh, another 10 rares. It's a good thing we're going to get this guaranteed legendary, because pulling during non-2x is rough. And we got 2 epics, another Andrisia, and Scathix. Scathix actually decent, but he's been so power crept. Like, it's difficult. A lot of these epics, unless they're like the absolute creme de la creme of epics, they really struggle to get much game time. Warcaster, another like really old school epic that has this block damage skill on a 4-turn, but only applies for 1 turn. So there's certain niche uses you can have with him. And then you have this not even 100% chance block buffs AoE. If it was 100%, then at least, budget kind of Hydra. It's just one of those champions that just needs a little bit of a buff, to be honest. A little bit of a rework. They just, these old champions, when you look at the game today, they just, they're not really keeping up. I still use my Basher. I've never had a Warlord or a Yumiko. So, for me, if I need to lock down one of the enemies in Arena, it's Basher for me. Yumiko would be amazing. And another 10 rares. It's brutal. At least, just stay strong. We're going to get a legendary at the end of it. It's going to happen. Click again, 1 more epic, all rares. At least I've got a lot of food. I'm ready for the next champion training, because there's just going to be another fusion imminently. 2 more epics. Shamil, that is my 4th Shamil. 3 are usable. I don't really think I need a 4th. Madame Cerise, good champion, but I feel like in the modern game they could actually reduce this cooldown by 1 back to how it used to be. And then she's at least got more use in PvE once this gets down to a 3-turn cooldown. And with the current meta in terms of protected buffs plus polymorph, I don't think this would be overpowered at all if it was back down to a 3-turn cooldown, which would mean should be really strong for PvE, and then she'll at least get a lot more use than she currently does. I really wish Plarium would do a bit more dynamic tweaking, rather than just every now and then rework a champion. Just kind of, you've got like 800 champions in the game. To keep it fresh, you've got to do a lot more. Oh, we got the legendary. Is this the right White King? Yes, it is. That's 110 shards down the drain. No, I joke. We did get what we wanted. White King Narcies, but we got absolutely nothing along the way. 110 voids done. I'm at capacity. But I do have some good champions to be building up, particularly, like I said, the White King and the White Queen, wherever they are, where are they hiding? Keep going down. We have Ancora, who I will book during CVC, and we have the husband, who I will also book during CVC. So it'll be a good CVC for that. get me some nice points. And we obviously did that clan quest. Nice. Now, on the old Curse City, I have 94 stages finished. S4 and these, I just couldn't be bothered to do them when I was traveling. These 4 stages will be easily done. And I think I've now built enough champions. Again, during CBC, I'll get the final ascension. And then here, I think as long as I gear them correctly, this should do it. I'll probably do some mastery farming during CBC as well for Dythe and Timit. And then S19, Scaramis and Caden are now 6-star, as is Judge. Again, we're probably going to be burning some gems during CBC, get masteries. I think on Judge as the primary damage dealer. That'll be my plan. And hopefully I'll actually have enough in the tank to fully clear this rotation of Curse City. We've got 2 weeks, so we've got some time. Just make sure that I get those masteries done. And I think that will probably be what I will focus on, to be honest. I'm not going to bother too much about the Titan event. Like I said, I'm picking up a few bits here and there. Where's that summon rush? How much of it did we get done? We cleared it all. That's pretty good. I guess we did summon 110 void shards, so we probably should. Barrels, I've actually been using those a little bit recently during that hero path. It was actually quite useful when I leveled up some of these champions to 6-star who I don't necessarily intend on putting masteries in. You know, these champions I'm just leveling to 60 for Curse City. That's when the barrel comes in handy. Another Eternal Soulstone, we quite like that. Mythical book, useful if I ever get a mythical champion. This is what I was saying, like I will probably easily pick up the 3-star. I might even be able to get, with a week left, I might even be able to get the 4-star, but I definitely won't get beyond that. And that's without really trying too much. We'll see if we get there. 580, need 1,000. I'm not going to stress about it, but if I can get it, great. Then I lose out on all of this. You know, Superior Oil, very strong, as is Superior Extract. These are actually really high value items. So maybe this should be a target if I get to 1150. This is worth a lot of energy in Shogun and Sand Devil. So these are actually probably worth it. Beyond that, everything else kind of not super worth it. So I think what I'm going to do for the rest of today, put my remaining energy into the champion training, at least pick up the 50 points there. Then the dragon turn attack, I'll probably try and get the 50 points as well, with a view to try and get that 1150, because it's worth a lot of energy. That's pretty much it. There's not much else to say. You know, at the end of this Titan event, we'll almost certainly be straight into a fusion. So I need to start saving up the old void shards, where we still got enough if they pull something else out of the bag. But we want to be replenishing anyway. Sacreds and Ancients are still pretty healthy. I'm not too worried about that. We're slowly actually picking up a few primals. You can see that I haven't been playing much because we're actually getting demoted in live arena. I've been dropping points all week. But now that I'm back, I'll try and get a little bit of that done. But yeah, I think I just want to try and get that Curse City finished. And one other thing that I thought was quite interesting is I got a new PB on my Brutal Hydra, and this was full auto with a little bit of just target selection during it, but it was otherwise full auto, and it actually went the full 1500 turns. So I think that's the first time that's happened. So we got Razzlevarg in lethal, along with Michinaki, Relentless Sakir, Kantra and Kimmy. And actually Kimmy I want to replace in that team with none other than Gwendolyn. There you go. Who also needs to be booked. So that could be another champion I book during CVC and another champion that needs masteries. There could be lots of points coming this CVC. Still have 81 legendary books. I should be able to book those 3 champions, although that's really going to hurt the run rate on legendary books. But I do think I kind of need to book all 3. And if I ever get a mythical champion, I do have enough books, I think, to fully book 2 now, but I don't have one. Although at some point, we're going to summon these remnant summons. My expectation is, when I look at this, is probably highest value is to do it during a PRCVC. This CVC, obviously, however, I'm going to be doing quite a number of legendary books, so potentially I'll summon all of them in the PRCVC after it. Something like that. It could also be used in a champion chase, but not necessarily great value. Still haven't fully decided when is the best time for primal shards. I think I pulled them once, didn't I? I got absolutely nothing. I think it was during 2x across the board, which I'll probably just save up and do again in the future. The only new champion we got in the 110 was King Narses himself. Pretty strong on the ratings front for those who have got him. And I'm looking forward to using the duo together, including with a 5-star soul on Ancora. Hopefully I'll get a good soul for Narses. In fact, let's just go in straight away, get rid of Tormin, who I'm not so fussed about. And where would they be having Narses? Let's add that into the wish list. When we're ready to summon some more soul stones in the next soul stone summoning, we already have our wish list good to go. But that's it. That's all this video is going to be. I just wanted to do the summons, have that so you guys could watch it, give a little bit of, just share my thoughts on various events and how I'm going to be approaching them. And, to be honest, I'm knackered. I'm kind of just talking gibberish at this point. That's it for this video. I'll try and get 1 or 2 out over the rest of next week. I've got quite a lot on over the next few weeks, so I might not be super consistent, but I'll definitely get out the odd video. Right, as always, thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.